To the obviously the NAB Cup for Adelaide Crows, and you're continuing on with that fine form. And what was the message at half time from Brenton?
Oh, I think the fact that the boys won some contested possession again, that's always going to be something that the Sounders have been pushing pre-season. So, no, look, the conditions are pretty good actually, considering all the rain they've had. We're just going to make sure that we keep the momentum from the second quarter. Very even first quarter. A couple of things went our way in the second quarter, and the boys have got to keep the same intensity as they showed in the second for the rest of the game.
One thing that the Brisbane Lions are concerned about is the amount of stoppages that you guys are winning, and contested footy and the stoppages you're doing quite well at the moment.
Yeah, I think. I mean, the difference is not a hell of a lot between it at the moment, but the conditions of the ground, even though it's in good nick, it's still a little bit slippery. There's a little bit of fumbling around the stoppage, so even though the clearance numbers are slightly in our favour, it's what you do out of stoppage is also your effectiveness when you come out of stoppage. So, you know, Campo's been pushing really hard. We were ordinary last week at stoppages. He's been really hard on them this week, and we're starting to see the results coming through in the numbers. And
Taylor Walker, he's been a big key focus for you up forward. He's got a good role this year up forward for you guys?
Yeah, I think Chex is still a young man in some degree, but he certainly has high expectations of himself. So, you know, which is good. I mean, we want him to be the best he can be, and you know, he needs to demand the ball as much as he has tonight. And it would have been nice if he had a couple of more shots, taken a couple more marks. But his work rate's very, very good for a tall marking forward. So hopefully he'll get a little bit more in the third quarter.
Right, thanks for your time. Cheers,
no worries, thank you.
Brad Stewart there with Dean Bailey here on AFL NTV, aflnt.com.au.
Quick SMS from Adam, who wants to know about Ian Callanan, how he's travelled tonight. He's had a relatively quiet night in the first half, but you do like him. Every time he gets the ball, something looks like it's going to happen. Hasn't really had much of a shot on goal tonight, so been a little bit quiet. There's been plenty of others sharing the wealth, but I like him in game one. I'd love to see him in the team, fully fit for the first round, up against the Gold Coast on the coast in round one. So not quite sure he's there yet. Looks like he might be coming from the ground at the moment, but let's hope he gets some decent game time over the pre-season.
Well, I tell you what, I'd love him to get off the rookie list just for him and his family and his perseverance, so he can actually get a quid out of football, because he's losing money at the moment.
Well, the bloke that's sniffing after his spot is McIntyre, and I really do like this young lad from Sturt, the rookie list. But what I do like about Ian Callanan, he might not get a lot of stats, but when he touches it, it's gold. He keeps the ball in the area, and his instructional voice with the younger guys, because he's an experienced player, is gold. Okay, so it's 7-4-46, 2 straight 12. Did not score that quarter, Brisbane. The margin's 34 points, just about ready bone to start the third quarter.
Let's take a moment. Number 40's on the ground. We haven't seen him for 12 months. He looks in absolutely magnificent condition.
Can we just all stand and just do a team clap?
Get on your Porps.
There is Jason Paul-Pleasure into the forward line. We love to see that. Let's hope the young man goes well. Let's hope he gets through without too many bumps and bruises. He's up there with Callanan, Walker there, Ridge there, big Josh Jenkins as well, and Bernie Vince. Tell you what, it's a good looking front six for Adelaide.
I forgot about my exclusive about Paul Pleasure. I'll tell you in a moment. Stephen Rowe.
5 AFL for Agostino, Mitsubishi and Thirsty Camel. Billy Longer goes up, goes down. Paddy Dangerfield, guess who? Got the touch off Ruckman's hand. There'll be a secondary stoppage. 3 metres, the defensive side of the way the Crows are going. They lead by 34 points. Little Lions started in the middle. McKernan as well. Couple of changes. Rory Sloane on the wing, and I like Riley in there as well. Longer got it out now to Rockcliffe. He hacks the ball now inside 50. Big men fly on the ground. Rannon forward handball chopped off by Lukey Thompson. Coming through Johncock. In there also is Harwood. He handballs over the top. Tackled there by Yetch. Ball squirts out to Bernie Vince. That was clever, Bernie. Steps around his opponent, throws it on his left shoe. Big man offline and Paul Pleasure. Welcome back, Paupers, on the 45. Tried to get it in there tonight, but the ball went over the back. Billy Longer's got it, and away go Brisbane. Paul Pleasure is back.
Brisbane go long inside 50. At the back of the pack there was Lukey Thompson. Tried to push the ball forward, getting close to the boundary line. Banfield's now on for Brisbane. He'll be dangerous up forward. Hamble goes infield. Too much pace there. Now over the top. Opportunity there for Stiller. Gets it over towards the young fella in Buick, and he puts it through. So finally, They get another goal after only kicking 2 in the first half. Brisbane had 3, and on the Toop and Toop scoreboard, it is Adelaide by 28 points. Now, do you want to know my exclusive on Jason
Yes,
Portlesia?
please. You've been hanging on to it all day.
Well, I thought it was interesting. I was talking to Brendan Sanderson about the weight work they do, and I said to him, who's the strongest at the club? And no, in fact, it was Scott Camporelli, that's right. And you wouldn't know it, Jason Portlesia is the strongest bench press at the club.
We've been talking about that for a month.
Hold
the front page.
Have you really?
Hold the front page.
I've done a Cornsey, have I?
Yeah, that's an Andy Bennett. We
An
mentioned
Andy
that
Bennett.
6 weeks ago, mate.
I've given you an anti-climax.
Oh,
28 points the margin the Crows way. Good start in the third quarter by Brisbane. Up goes little Billy Longer. Guess who again? Little Paddy D. You better sit down, you big Willy Wonka. Ball comes out to the near side. Red runs on it. So too Buick. Handballs back to McGrath. Good shackle by Riley. Gave it back to Buick, who got that last goal. Handballs along the boundary line. Touched it over, and we've got a boundary throw in centre wing grandstand side. If you've just tuned in, Port Adelaide went down by 5 points to West Coast. Butcher with 5. Apparently it was a cracker of a game.
Melbourne just beaten Collingwood by 9 points as well.
Those flash scores thanks to Beaumont Tiles.
I'll tell you what, the Crows win this, they'll play West Coast in the NAB Cup Grand Final. Happy days. Stephen, pump the brakes. It's NAB Cup Round 1. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Give
Round
out
two.
of bounds again. Crows by 28.
Round 2.
It's round 2 NAB Cup.
I'm still shocked that my exclusive wasn't all that exclusive.
Now, I've known that for 6 weeks.
What an embarrassing moment that was.
Where
Ball
have you
thrown
been?
in right in front of us. Well, I can't listen to Double A 24/7 as
Should
much
have
as I'd
workshopped
like
it,
to.
Kim.
I should have, but I wanted to surprise you all. Dangerfield got a forward handball. Lynch is in there. He was good in the first half. Umpire blows the whistle. And CROWS starting to get involved here at Traeger Park now.
Pat Dangerfield's had the first 3 clearances this quarter, Bone.
And getting tagged too.
He's had limited time off the ground. What's the logic there? He's
Well,
really
that
getting
Newell,
work.
that Newell, he's a tagger, and he's getting tagged.
Petrenko got a wobbly kick out. Dangerfield nearly took a push in the back.
Oh,
Shortly.
God, Patrick.
RP.
Oh, umpire did it late. It was a second effort.
Oh, got it. Milked it.
No, he's given it to the young fella.
Crouch.
Crouchy.
Gone towards Crouch.
Stayed on the ground, which is good to see. We thought he might have hit the showers at half time, the young man. 10 touches in the first half. He is a ball magnet.
Yeah, give him a sniff of it. It's beautiful. Puts it up towards the forward pocket. Mark taken there by...
Free kick.
Gee, he's impressive. Is that Longer? This is the number
No.
1 pick for 2011.
Yeah, it is.
Gee, he's a big boy, isn't he?
He's a big boy.
202 centimetres, 101 kgs, and a fair suntan. Ball goes over to Maguire. They went across goal.
Okay, Maguire now left-hand back pocket. Walker, great chase. Long kick up to the wing. Just one on
nice
two,
mark.
and that is a very, very, very good mark shown there by McKeever. McKeever, the Irish lad, back into the corridor. Gave it to the running player there in Newell. He was the tagger of Paddy D. Ball goes out again to the outside. They're mucking around a little bit, and Yo's got the mark. Remember that boy's name. If you've got AFL Dream Team, put him in. Big ball from behind. And that was by Henderson. It's gone out of bounds between wing and half forward out of side. Crows by 28, Bone.
Ball movement by Adelaide, so much superior to that of Brisbane. We see Brisbane a young team, kicking wide, taking options that aren't the best options. With Adelaide, their selection and their choice of the option they're kicking to has been outstanding tonight.
Third jumper was Rory Sloane on Jenkins. Ball goes forward. Players converge. Yo gave it on the up to Redden. Tackled on the outer side again, and we've got a boundary throw in. The tackling, Bone, has been terrific. The pressure acts, the contested ball, and the tackling. But it's not just the tackling, it's the ones they're not missing. Just been superb. 28 points to the margin of the Crows' way. We've played, 4 minutes here at the third quarter at Traeger Park. And again, Port Adelaide, great game against West Coast, went down by 5 points. Butch with 5 goals. The future. Again, a big clearance there by Riley. Stoppage work has been great. Going back the same way as the ball, and it was a great mark by Golby, and that was on our boy Portlesia. Squares it to the outer side, and away they go through
and
Buick.
That is, courtesy of Buick, and he has the luxury of a bounce. Lifts the lance, now drives it long, just outside 50. Henderson with an open-handed slap for the spoil. Ball goes down towards Longer, jammed it on the boot. John Cock the destroyer from behind. Brisbane have the numbers at ground level though. The ball goes out there towards Buchanan, having his first run of the game. Gee, a lot of changes with players. We'll try and pick them all up. Of course, they're allowed to interchange at half-time. Ball close to the goal line. John Cock concedes the point. So Brisbane have come out a little fired up in this second half, as you'd expect. Very poor in the second term. The re-entry goes towards Brad Symes. Wobbly mongrel punt comes out towards Taylor Walker.
Have a shot.
Kick. He's about 120 out. Went short towards Lint. Kicks his head over the body. Wrapped up in a tackle. Got the handball away. He needs some support. Get in there, Petrenko. Ball at ground level. Umpire says play out. Came out the back door. Out towards Buick. Buick got it over and turned towards Redden. Redden puts it inside 50. Good defensive work by Otten.
Nicely done.
He's been very businesslike tonight, hasn't he? Hasn't been flashy, but he's got the job done. Ball still in play. Eventually goes over the boundary line. Left half forward flank, about 48 metres out from the Brisbane goal. And on the Toop and Toop scoreboard, it is 46 plays 19.
Yeah, the margin 27 points. Boundary throw in, left-hand half forward flank for Brisbane. Longer reaches up. Good work, Jenkins. Buchanan comes through. Longer second effort was good. Kicking off the ground was Yench. Ball goes through. Ends up there with poor pleasure. Also Symes. Symes now gave it off, and coming through is Lester. He hacks the ball now inside 50. Big man fly.
Big jump.
Soccering off the ground was Yench through for a point. And I think Andy Otten's hurt himself, Bone. You're right. He flew higher than that Semengum out the back, and he's still a bit ginger to get up. Okay, 7-4 to 3-2. Margin now 26 points. Toop and Toop scoreboard. 5 minutes gone, third quarter.
It'll be interesting, Bone. Brendan Sandon said he was playing his better side in the first half. We'll see how Adelaide perform in this second half. Ball comes into Lukey Thompson. Lovely re-entry there. He's still in the attacking 50 though. Gets a short pass out towards Henderson. He's been impressive. In fact, it's Symes. I apologise. Symes came on late in that second term. Short pass to Callanan. Beautiful left-handed handball. Now over towards Yentz. Brings it back infield looking for Walker.
Great spoil.
Big fist away to Harwood. Had a great first turn. Longer got it over to McGrath. Now the ball goes to Newell. Adelaide applying some pressure. Oh, Riley, Aidan Riley.
Oh, he loves it, Riley.
Oh, just having a bit of slap and tickle there with Ashley McGrath.
He dropped his shoulder into McGrath, Bone, on that wing like it was a bit of raw meat. Bang.
And McGrath, in turn, gets the free kick and puts the ball over towards Richard Newell. Newell with a short pass. Not a great kick, though. That was good play there by Buick. Picked up the footy. Now it goes back towards Stiller on the left boot. Not a bad-looking kick. In turn, it goes over towards Polkinghorne.
Pressure.
Rockcliffe, I should say. Rockcliffe brings it inside 50. It's close to the boundary line. This is going to be a goal. No, it's not. Good pressure by Adelaide. Picked up by Symes. He absolutely stole it, Rowie.
So Crows by 26. Poor Pleasure's got it. Goes on the 45 to Petrenko, and he's marking the true centre back position. Back now to Poor Pleasure. This is his squirt on ball. Up into the corridor. Billy Longer gets under it. Fly from behind Jenkins. He's been solid. McKernan gave it out now to Crouch. Crouch, Lowell, Jenkins, ball on the ground, ends up with Polkinghorne. Gee, look at the tackling by the Crows, the turnover by Lyon. McKernan made another effort, gave it off to Lynch. Lynch down to Lyon. Lyon gives it to Paddy D. Paddy D on the left shoot, puts the ball up. Taylor Walker, bodywork Taylor. Bodywork Taylor. He was bodyworked out by Maguire. Ball in the pocket, out of bounds. 5 metres around for that right-hand postpone.
Should have had it all the way, Taylor Walker. Maguire just too strong for him on that occasion. Had the sit, the kick from Dangerfield was perfect, but Taylor couldn't outmuscle Maguire. He's a big, strong boy. We know he's hurt Jonathan Brown, and he easily handled Taylor Walker.
26 points the margin the Crows way. Jenkins again. Ball gets socket off the ground. Running onto it is Crouch. He's been lively. Off now to Rory Sloane. Yeah. Rory Sloane does a little turn inside, pumps the ball forward. And the ball being marked down there by Newell, the tagger on Paddy D. 26 points to margin. We played 6 minutes here in the third quarter. Across the face of goal to Maguire. Left hand back pocket. Lynch closes him down. Pops a little 30-metre kick over the top. Poor Pleasure was there, and the mark's been taken by Harvey. Harvey inside, and away they go. The Lions through the corridor to Polkinghorne.
And Polkinghorne goes back there infield. Gee, couldn't Golby under pressure, and they're going to turn it over. No, they got out of jail there. So they go forward again through Polkinghorne. Front position. Oh, completely missing it was Buchanan, the former Sydney player. John Cock went through strongly, but Adelaide are outnumbered. Ball comes to ground level, taken by Harwood. Great vision. Puts it out. Should be a goal. It's an absolute stinker, that kick, and picking up the crumbs there. Gee, picking up was Lukey Thompson. Got it out to Rory Sloane, who is very deep in defence. Gee, he does it at both ends of the ground, doesn't he? Andy Otten did well, then handballed it straight back to Brisbane. So the Lions will line up for another chart there. Short pass went to Banfield. Rory Sloane was absolutely brilliant. Beat two players. It goes back towards That's Johnson. Lewis Johnson got 2 possessions there on the ground in this second half, and it's his birthday, Rowie, you said.
He's 21 today.
21 today, and he just picked up a couple of possessions. Now in there is Andy Otten, close to the boundary line. Luke Thompson this time gets the kick back. It goes to Jared Lyons. He was dispossessed. Ball comes to ground level, and that's a throw. Free kick to Brisbane. I'll tell you what, both sides having a fair dinkum crack.
Tell you what's a pacey game, fatiguing. Crows bringing the changes off the bench.
Harwood gave it off to McGrath. 9-pointer, and he's kicked a 9-pointer. McGrath. They played on. McGrath ran past. A terrific leg, and that's a super goal to the Brisbane Lions. So they go to 1 super goal, 3-2, 29, 7-4, 46. A number of changes, and that's on the Doop scoreboard.
And the changes seem to have suited Brisbane at half-time, not so much Adelaide. They just look a little bit out of sorts. Adelaide nowhere near as smooth through the midfield. 3 players have just come off then. 5 in the last 15 seconds for Adelaide. So at the moment there are players short. Blokes sucking in the deep one. So just appear to be a little bit fatigued as we speak. McIntyre on the ground. Some quick good guy stats. Good to go. Paddy Dangerfield leads the way for the Crows at the moment with 15. Crouch is second with 13. 12 to Douglas, Henderson, Knights and Sloane with 10. While for Brisbane, Golby's had a 17 along with Polkinghorne and Redden. Tommy Rockcliffe 16.
Bernie Vince gets the clearance from the centre bounce and gets it out nicely, and it's a beautiful looking kick to find a teammate in Kerridge. So Sammy Kerridge puts it inside 50. Picked up by Lynch, very slick handball, got it over towards Lions. Yeah, just missed the target. Brisbane will be out of trouble here. It's taken there by Newell. He's a great athlete. I'll tell you about him in a minute. The ball goes out wide, and Lewis Johnson takes a strong mark. Dropped it though. 2 Adelaide players there. He applies the tackle. Now it's 2-on-2. Players coming from everywhere. Rory Sloane makes it 3-on-2.
Here we go.
Up the footy. Now the ball goes over towards Paul Fleischer. Spears out the pass. Oh, he was all class, isn't he? And he gives it to Callanan. I think that's Callanan, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, and he will not miss from 40 metres out directly in front.
Jason Paul Fleischer, 4 touches of the footy. Those stats, good guys, good to go. And everyone hits a target. That's the class, that's the poise of Jason Paul Fleischer. Crows have missed him for the last 12 months. Yes, it's a NAB Cup game. Yes, it's only round 2, early March. But that bloke is all class. Kicks it to the finisher. This bloke doesn't miss. 40 metres out, dead in front. He never misses from here.
Well, here we go. He lines up, leans back
very often,
and puts it through the point. It's always the way, isn't it? Adelaide needed that goal. They were up 34 points at half-time, and Brisbane managed to drag it back to 17. Margin now out to 18 on the Toop scoreboard. This is 5AAFL thanks to Agostino Mitsubishi and the Thirsty Camel. You're with Kim Dillon, Stephen Rowe, Chris McDermott.
Yeah, and earlier today, West Coast defeated Port at Mandurah by 5 points. Butcher with 5. They had a terrific game by all reports. Okay, McGrath kicked it in, gave it to Buick. Buick comes out to Buchanan. He gets closed down by Johncock. Had to handle under pressure to Harwood. Harwood head down, tail up. Ball was smothered there by Johncock. Right in front of our commentary position. Ends up with Redden. Inside out kick. Back with courage was off. And he didn't quite take it. Symes has got it now. Handballs to Luke Thompson. Luke Thompson now back to Symes, left-hand half back. And with poise goes to McKernan. McKernan's got Kerridge, but pops the ball over the top to Paddy. Now Paddy can pin his ears and go. 4 to centre now. He's signalling go, somebody go. Taylor did go, but he went the wrong way. Petrenko over the back of the Packers mark in the right-hand pocket. That is the value of keeping your eye on the ball, Bone. How good was that? Petrenko now shot on goal from a slide angle.
Wasn't meant for him either. It was meant for Paul Fleischer, who was running out from goal. He was the player on the lead, slipped over, and the beauty of this man, Jared Petrenko, is he doesn't take his eyes off the footy. Running with the flight, the opportunity open, put his body on the line. Didn't matter what was coming at him. In the end, it was nothing. But again, it takes courage to put your body on the line like that from Petrenko. Crows need a goal.
36 games, Petrenko. These are the kicks he needs to do, and he's put it straight through, and he loved it. Porplesia comes off. He was breathing that hard. He just about parted my hairline, Bone. He is puffing. Petrenko gets a goal, and the Crows move out to a 24-point lead on the Toop scoreboard. And that's the ball movement you want from half-back. On the 45, not one handball involved, Bone. McKernan now over the top. 4 to centre, long and strong. Petrenko got it and straight through the middle. That is called efficient ball use and football.
That it is. 195 disposals, the Crows so far, halfway through the third quarter. 122 by foot, 73 by hand. You just notice the handball numbers are starting to creep up a fraction. Some younger kids, a change of composure or composition of the team in this third quarter. So the handball numbers are poking up a little bit, but still a lot more by foot.
16 minutes. Ignores that one, goes infield to Symes, good run, back to Paul Pleasure in the 1-2, and he looks for Taylor Walker. Oh, got up high, should have taken it. Tried to put in the second effort. Lyons is there, socket off the ground by Ashley McGrath, gets it out of the danger zone. If it goes over the line, it'll be a free kick for Adelaide, and it does. So they've got a chance now for a 9-pointer.
Adelaide boys don't know it's theirs.
Yeah, who's going to... it's Aidan Riley. I don't think he can kick 55, can he?
But how's the work rate of Lynch as the lead up forward? Riley now goes over the back of the pack. Mark's been taken. No, it hasn't by Paddy. It's on the ground. He's kicked it around his body, left-hand pocket. It's gone through for a quick point. So the Crows go to 31 points up, 2-2 score. But I'll come back to Lynch. He's the lead up forward. He's not overly tall, is he? But gee, at 190 centimetres, he is a likely target up there.
6'3", it works great. He's got a good strong body too. He leads up well. His legs quite nice. I tell you what, who else is going nice tonight? Paddy Dangerfield. If you reckon leadership doesn't agree with this bloke, you are sorely mistaken. Only thing he's done wrong tonight is lose the toss.
McGrath to Stiller to Buchanan, right-hand half-back flank. Brisbane are trying to set something up. 31 points the margin. That's the Crows' way. And earlier today, West Coast defeated Port by 5.
Great spoil.
Up they go, down they go. Aidan Riley overran it. Buick didn't. Snapped off by Rory Sloane to Paul Pleasure. How busy's he been? Might have to get some good guy stats. Good to go from him. Coming up is Kerridge. Back to Paul Pleasure. He is everywhere. Coming through was Rory Sloane. Buick gets tackled. Polkinghorn's got it. Threw the ball onto his boot. You watch this get swept up by little old John Cock. Gave it off to Ott now for. That's a shocking kick. And away go Brisbane through Buchanan to Yo.
Lewis Johnston's been good. His commitment on the ball is absolutely brilliant. Taken by Sloane again. Puts it out for Callan and it's a one-on-one. He gets there first. He's very clever. Held back on the handball. Gets it over towards McIntyre. He lines up from 40 metres out. And he's finished beautifully.
My goodness.
Well, he's on the rookie list for how long? That is the big question. That was a beautiful finish. Adelaide go to a 37-point advantage on the 2-2 scoreboard.
I think the answer might be not long after that. The beauty was the quickness of hand and boot. Got the handball but just dropped it straight onto his boot, kicked it from 40. Never looked like missing. There is some genuine class about young McIntyre as a very tired, slow moving captain of the night. Patrick Dangerfield takes himself off the ground. The good guy's stats good to go. Dangerfield's had it 19 times. Jason Paul Pleasure in his return, Rowie, he's had it 8 times and they've been all of class.
Yeah, he's great to watch. Rowie, this is one that of the times where I really love watching these pre-season games. Lions in the middle with McIntyre.
Fantastic. 9 different goal kickers as well. Crows by 37 points.
And Paul Pleasure
out again, running onto his Paul Pleasure. Can't stop getting his hand on the cod, can he? Gave it off to Henderson. His scroll on the halfback flank has been superb. Out now to John Cock. Across the face of goal. John Cock runs on it. Good shepherd there by Vince. And good pace by Stiffy. Slipped over. Running onto the ball now is Riley. Keeps his feet. Can he get rid of the handball? No, he can't. His second effort was terrific. McGrath's on him. In goes John Cock. That was a clever little handball to Harwood. Wrapped up by 3 Crows. We've got a ball up. Centre wing grandstand side. No, it's going to be a free kick to Harwood. How's the one chase, one tackling of the Crows around the contest bone?
Fantastic work, and the umpires, they're not throwing the ball up at all. If there's a stoppage or you think there's going to be a neutral ball, they just pull out a free kick.
Yeah, I reckon they did that then, Bone. Matty Maguire with the ball concedes a little bit of ground. Got to tip your hat to Matty Maguire, like the former St Kilda player, 2 broken legs. It hasn't been an easy road for him, but he looks like he's got himself in pretty good nick.
And a broken cheekbone and a broken jaw, but for his teammates, not for him.
So are we seeing the boxing, the grappling, the wrestling and all that starting to come out with the
Henderson went for the biggest hanger I've ever seen.
Did he mark it?
Ended up being more gymnastic than effective, but gee, it was impressive. I reckon it's too early to make a call on that, Rowie. I mean, I know we read about it and...
Gee, you haven't seen it?
Well,
how many tackles have been broken?
I think it's too early to call it. We have a look at round 1 last year when Adelaide beat Hawthorn. They were just as ferocious and just as aggressive in the tackle. Let's see if they can maintain it. I think it's early. Yeah, they look good at the moment, but they're playing a lot of kids too.
Okay, 37 points the margin the Crows way. They're up 34 at half time. And it's been a cracker of a game. We played 22 minutes in the third quarter. McKernan goes up. Bernie Vince overcooked it. Ball in front of us here. Rockcliffe dishes back. Gave it to Buchanan. Running back again is Stiller. He gets smothered off the boot by Aidan Riley. And again a boundary throw in centre wing grandstand side.
You reckon it's noticeable?
Oh, look, for me, yeah, it is. Look, for me, it is. 5 AFL for Agostino, Mitsubishi and Thirsty Camel. But your point, Rowie, it's round 2 NAB Cup, is a fair call as well. Up they go. Longer couldn't quite get his glove onto it. Coming through again is Riley.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was
Bernie.
good by Bernie Vince. He put his head in the hole. Polkinghorn got the scraps, got it forward to Banfield. Tackled by John Cock. Harwood was good in the
he's
tackle.
been great.
Hacks the ball inside 50. Go, Lukey
Lukey.
Thompson. Oh, the chopper pilot made a goal loop and it went through it. McKeever's there. He was spinning, and it's gone out of bounds. And because no one touched it, it's going to be a free kick to Brisbane.
Bernie Vince off the ground, boys. Two great courage before. Got crunched, having a breather.
Banfield, the little red fire truck, puts it in. It goes towards the head of the square. But Adelaide have got the numbers. They're everywhere. Jared Lyons gets the handball. It went to Henderson. In fact, it was Dangerfield. Series of handballs. Now it comes back out wide. Underneath it there was Jenkins. 3 against 1, though. Not a good option for the Lions. And a free kick's been given. Boys, can I ask you about Graham Johncock, a senior player, one of your superstars of your side? He's giving him a lot of footy at the moment, not getting arrested at all.
Yeah, get him off.
Yeah, I think so. I know he's trying to work.
He's a workhorse, but isn't he?
He needs footy. He needs footy.
Does he?
He looks a little bit thinner, doesn't he? Okay, no comment. I think he does. Now it goes to Brad Symes. Back to the man we're talking about, Graham Johncock, an absolute crowd favourite. Gets another possession. He looks thinner. I reckon he lost a bit of weight. Goes in, Jenkins got underneath it, couldn't take it. Matty Maguire at the back of the pack, and there's the siren to end the third quarter here on the Toop and Toop scoreboard, and it's 66 plays 29. It's Adelaide by 37 points. You don't reckon Johncock looks a little bit...
Well, can I just say to you, Matty Bowe, twice a week through pre-season to Christmas break, would drive his car to Johncock's place. He lives at Henley, not far from where I live, but I won't tell you where it is. Picks him up and takes him for a 10k run. Did it twice.
So I may be right then. He
just did it twice.
Well, that were the only 2 times Brody told me he did it. So maybe he has only done it twice and he's still fat.
All right, I won't win that argument. It is 3-quarter time here, as I mentioned, on the Toop and Toop scoreboard. It's Adelaide by 37 points. Brisbane came out, they challenged, they halved the margin, got it back to 17.